I've said that Kenyans have been through a struggle, a lengthy struggle to improve conditions of living in our country. We had fallen so low into a dictatorship. Kenyans were being arrested and detained without trial for a long time. Kenyans were being clobbered by police, being arrested, blindfolded, taken up to Nyayo House, dropped from the 23rd floor onto the streets to their death, and then they would say that you committed suicide. People could never dream of carrying out any kind of demonstrations. It was outlawed, the demonstrations. But we demonstrated, and eventually, after very heavy price paid by the people of Kenya, we got a new constitution. That new constitution has been billed as one of the best constitutions in the world in terms of human rights provisions section of that constitution. The constitution that guarantees you the right to do what you want to do, the right to picket, the right to petition, the right to demonstrate. It's all enshrined in the Constitution. If there is something that you don't like, you have a right to demonstrate. People are demonstrating all over the world. They're demonstrating in France. They're demonstrating in Israel. They're demonstrating in Australia. They've been demonstrating in Senegal. Yet in Kenya, somebody proposed to criminalize demonstrations. That demonstrators are going to destroy properties of other Kenyans. Demonstrations are going to destroy properties of other Kenyans. You ask yourself, what properties do you destroy in Nyalenda? What properties do you destroy in Kibera? What properties are you destroying in Madari? Which properties are you destroying in Sondu? Which properties are you destroying in Migori? These are basically excuses to kill Kenyans in cold blood. And he must say no. Somebody goes and then prides himself, praising the policeman when he's talking in another part of the country, spewing political propaganda. That, nitawakalia ngumu, nitawakalia ngumu. Hawajaniona, wataniona. Nitawakanyaga, tumewakanyaga. Because you have killed innocent people, you're going to shout at the top of your voice in another part of the country and you're purporting to be a leader of a country. Every life must count. And then you're obsessed with saying, my next responsibility is to take Raila to Bondo. Raila knows how to get to Bondo. I don't need Ruto to take me to Bondo. But what he's done is criminal. These people's hands are full of the blood of innocent Kenyans. Innocent Kenyans. And that is why we are all very emotional about this. And this is not something that should be allowed to pass away. We have said that Kenyans have a right. People have reason to go to the streets. People are not mad to go to the streets merely because Raila said go to the streets. They're going there because of their good reasons to do so. They're talking about high cost of living. They're talking about high taxation. They're talking about education for their children. They're talking about electoral justice. All these are very fundamental issues that Kenyans are raising against this regime. And therefore, we have said that this regime must stand condemned in the strongest terms possible with all civilized mankind. We will not be cowed. And I've said that people don't have to come to the streets. There are many other different ways of protesting. We can ask the people to stay home and don't go out to the street to be shot by police. And next time, we are not going to ask people to go out and demonstrate. We'll tell them, kaa nyumbani. Kaeni nyumbani. And people will stay home. They will not go to work. Mr. Ruto does not own Kenya. It does not own Kenya. It does not own Kenya. And with Ruto, Kenya does not consist of only 2 tribes. Kenya consists of 46 tribes. Even those who did not vote for Kenya Kwanza are Kenyans and are tax-paying Kenyans. And they have a right to demand services from a government. So we will not allow you to play with the rights of innocent people. We will not allow you to trample the rights of our people. We will resist. We will resist and we will resist. We've agreed, yes, we can talk. But we'll only talk so long as there is a conducive environment for talking. We have also said we do not want a share in Kenya Kwanza government. We do not want handshake, hands which are tainted with the innocent blood of our people. We will not touch those hands. Not touch those hands. We will not touch those hands. We will stick to what is right for our people.